what are we called? We're not seniors. I don't want to call myself a senior. We're the old people in AuthorTube. The word's escaping me. Oh, well, this says if you've been on AuthorTube for a while. So, okay, yeah, old. Hey, what's up my writing friends? Welcome back to my AuthorTube channel. I am Autumn Ashley, and in today's video, I am doing the AUTHORTUBE Newbie Tag 2.0. I have been on AuthorTube for about a year. I posted my first video, I think the first couple of days in June of 2020. Originally, I wanted to answer the same group of questions and compare what I said the first time to a year later being on AuthorTube. And honestly, I did not want to rewatch my AuthorTube Newbie Tag, my first one. It's not pretty, and if it's painful for me to watch, I can only imagine how painful it is for somebody else to watch. Instead of me answering those same questions and torturing myself and everybody else with the first video that I have, another AuthorTuber had actually created the 2.0, which is a different group of questions, and AuthorTubers who have been here for a while, they can also do this tag as well. I went through those questions and it was actually quite fun. Some of them, to be honest, I didn't really have a whole lot of answers for. The tag was still fun, and I'm going to answer the questions to the best of my abilities. Since I've been in the community for about a year, there are some people I would like to tag in this video, and there are going to be other AuthorTubers that started pretty much around the same time as me. I would love to see how they compare themselves a year ago to where they are now. I'm going to tag Helene Foy, and I'm going to tag Brooke from Brooke Writes. I would love to see what those lovely ladies have to say a year later. I think I'm really close to the camera. So sorry, I'm gonna be back here. I'm in my space and you're in yours. I do have like rough notes for some of them, but some of them we're just gonna answer on the fly. I didn't know the answer when I was filling this out, and I never went back to it. So here we go, fun times. The first question of the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0, what is your book's pitch? If you have multiple works, choose your favorite. This is going to be terrible, and the way I'm going to describe this, I'm not going to sell a single book describing it this way. I've never had to, and I've actually never kind of listened to how other people pitch their books. That's my bad. Take this one with a grain of salt. When I think of my story, I think of two things. I think of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, but specifically when they get into bossing Say, and then there's the Dai Li, I kind of consider it like a cult type thing that's going on there, and like the Earth King was totally clueless. The other thing that I think of when I think of my story, I think of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I absolutely love that, and there's a cult that's in there, and even though the cult, it's still like a main plot in the story, but there's other things that are happening in the story, which, I mean, everything ends up tying back to the cult in the end. Hopefully that's not a spoiler for anybody. That was a hot stinking mess. The second question, it was kind of difficult to answer. It says, if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? No idea. I mean, I know what I wouldn't be, but I think that's the next question. I love adventure, I love change, I love learning things, and there are probably a lot of books that are like that, but like right now off the top of my head, I really can't think of any, and that's really sad. I don't know, I love adventure, and I say bring it on. Question number 3, what do you usually write? Fantasy. Since I haven't actually ever finished a draft, I'm just gonna let the story tell itself, and then I'm gonna figure out what specific category it goes into. But I love writing fantasy. I love writing about magic systems, kings and queens, and all of that typical stuff. Question number 4, what's something you'll never write? Erotica. I don't read it. I don't write it. Going back to question number 2, where it said, if you were a book, what would your pitch be? And I said I knew what I wouldn't be. Erotica. Absolutely 110% no. It is a genre that kicks butt. It is not for me, and that is totally fine. Question number 5, what's your goal for starting an AuthorTube? At this point, I just vlog my writing journey. When I first started, it was like all over the place, but I think now that I have a good mindset of my story, and I'm ready to just sit down and write it, talk about my story, and talk about my writing. So yeah, I'm just here to vlog my writing journey. I am not here to give tips and tricks to anybody else, because I do not know the tips and tricks, and I don't have any of my own to give to you yet. That's the key word, is yet. Question number 6. What made you want to start writing? I have always loved telling stories, and any type of like video game or book, or when I was little, I would always play with dolls. Everybody always had a story, and I was always the one that wanted to tell their story. Now that I'm older, I feel like I still have so many stories in my mind that I want to tell. It's gonna continue to grow, and I can't wait to share my love of my stories with other people. Question number 7. What's your publishing path? Self-publish, traditional publishing, hybrid, or haven't decided yet, or just write for fun. I want to self-publish, but I also just write for fun. I do eventually want to be self-published. I don't really have a desire to be traditionally published. That is not my style. I think it'd be super cool and like amazing to get to that point, but I have no idea how to get to that point. Question number 8. What content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? I host live writing sprints on my channel twice a month minimum, and I also host on other people's channels as well. I also post writing content, specifically vlogging my writing journey. If that interests you, definitely go check that out. And this is a good point to say that if you have not given this video a thumbs up, or if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel so you can be part of my writing journey. Chapter number 9. Chapter number 9. What is your biggest writing struggle? Putting aside time to write is probably my biggest struggle. Now that I'm actually sitting down and vlogging a lot of what I'm writing for my story, it's holding me more accountable, and it's making me sit down and actually write this story and sit down and write more often than I would, or before I started AuthorTube, how much I would write before then, because it was very sporadic and I don't have a schedule for it. I know that there are probably a few people out there that are similar to me on that question, but that's my writing struggle. I think it's always going to be a thing, especially since writing is not my full-time job. I have other commitments and other things in my life, and sometimes writing has to be put on the back burner, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Question number 10. What's your best writing skills? Well, I know it's not dialogue because I am horrible at writing dialogue. I love creating worlds. I love doing the whole world building, creating religions, creating maps and landmarks. I love life, and I love how different it is, and that is what I love about writing. The next one, it says you choose between two, but really I only choose one because it's if you're new, or if like you're a, what are we called? We're not seniors. I don't want to call myself a senior. We're the old people in AuthorTube. The word's escaping me. Oh, well, this says if you've been on AuthorTube for a while. So, okay, yeah, old. Question number 11. If you've been on AuthorTube for a while, what is your best AuthorTube tip? Honestly, just jump in and do it. I think that's something that everybody says is like, oh, just jump in, you just gotta do it. And it's totally 110% true. Just jump in and join us. We are a loving community, and we love when new people come into the community. Hop in and join us. The water is fine. The next question, which technically it's question 13, we're just gonna call it question 12 because I didn't answer technically 12 because I'm not new. Question 13, 12, one or the other. Are you looking for any new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other types of writing buddies? If so, tell us who you are looking for and connect with them in the comments. Really, I am pretty open to meeting anybody. I love meeting new people. Usually I meet new people in my live streams, or I'll meet them on Instagram and then find out that they have a YouTube channel, but I really do connect a lot more with people on Instagram. If you are on AuthorTube and you are also on Instagram, follow me over there, send me a message, and we can connect. At this particular point in time, I'm not looking for betas or CPs. I don't have something for someone to read. And the last question, which is question number 14/13, what are you most excited for during this new, fresh start on AuthorTube? I'm excited about all of it. I'm always excited about vlogging. I'm always excited about hosting and co-hosting live streams. I love meeting new people and starting this whole new year in AuthorTube. It's a whole other year of meeting new people, and I have met some of the best people, and some of them are some of my closest friends. I am excited to see what these doors will open for me and what this new year on AuthorTube will hold. And that's all she wrote. So that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that if you are new, or if you are a seasoned, that was the word I was looking for, or if you are a seasoned AuthorTuber, I hope that you liked this video. And if I haven't tagged you and you want to do this video, definitely do it and let me know so I can watch it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching it, and please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you subscribed so you can be part of my writing journey. I will see you in the next video. Bye!